what is going on in these interviews? Like, genuinely, what is happening? We just gonna get straight into it. My name's Salsa. I'm just here to vent for a little bit. Um, I've been seeing something on social media, you know what I'm saying? And I've had to be a little more active on social media and doing my research for some of these videos where I sit and do these talking points. And man, oh man, do I not ever want to see a Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo interview again? I have not been more frightened by interviews in my life. Of all the interviews I've ever seen, the most awkward, the most just diabolical interviews I've ever seen are these ones. Let me sum it up to you. So Wicked had its little second part movie thing called Wicked for Good. It's the second part. I guess the first one ended on a cliffhanger. I haven't personally seen the movie. I heard it was pretty good though. And so I guess they just had to make a continuation because it got a lot of good ratings. And Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, two big figures of the movie, have been on a press tour for the movie. Now, these interviews that they have been having have been widely talked about around the internet. And I am, of course, not the first person to talk about this, but there's some weird going on. Like, in these interviews, right? They're being set up with questions. There's a lot of things going on, right? And somehow in each and every single interview, they end up crying. One of them ends up crying. And it's very uncomfortable to watch, yo. Like, I couldn't watch all these interviews through. What is going on that set? What is happening? Because the last time I've heard Ariana Grande talk negatively about a set, it was Mr. Dan Foot Snyder. Like, seriously. I mean, I don't know what's going on. There's got to be some type of witchcraft going on in the background to where every time y'all have an interview, I need one of these. That's not a good sign. And quite honestly, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Um, they're always crying. What's another part? Another part of it is Cynthia and Ariana are always very close. Like they're like almost like touching each other, like touching each other. And a lot of people brought up a pretty good point. These two in their relationships, right? Because people are defending the touching with the point of, oh, they've probably been through a lot. You've never seen friends, be close and whatnot, and hug and comfort each other when things are going wrong. Both of these two have not been very loyal in all their relationship history. I remember it like it was yesterday. Ariana Grande cheated on Big Sean of all people. Big Sean. Wait, no, no, no. That's not right. I'm gonna keep that in. You know why? Because I need to be held accountable. But no, she cheated. I think she cheated in relationship before she got to Big Sean. I know that because I'm a huge Big Sean fan. So I think she cheated to get to Big Sean. I think that's what happened. I don't know much about Cynthia Erivo. I was an Ariana Grande fan at one point, as we all were, but I don't know what's going on right now. And it's just strikingly weird how they're always just. Does that not like everyone's saying the part where the crying and they both look very frail and they look very old, like they have the life was sucked out of them. Like so there's like comparison pictures to the before and then the after. The weirdest part to me is the touching. I'm sorry. I can't I don't really know about that other stuff. If they're being malnourished, I guess I don't know, but these women make millions of dollars. They should be able to feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that crazy to say? Like, they make millions of dollars if the cast ain't feeding them or whatever, they should be able to feed themselves, right? I mean, one of them literally is able to feed at least about 500, 600 children in one sitting and still have a lot of money left. You know what I'm saying? In Ariana Grande. Like, she's made at least like 85 homeless shelters money. You know what I'm saying? The type of money that you can put down 85 homeless shelters and still be fine. But it's the weirdest part is the touching. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't find that weird? Like, they touching each other like a lot. Like Cynthia Erivo adjusters find a reason to. It kind of seems like she's like trying to find a reason to touch Ariana. You know what I mean? Like out of every situation, I seen one where an airplane was flying over them during an interview. An airplane literally flew over them. Ariana starts getting emotional because of an airplane. Cynthia all touching up on her, or wait, no, or was it Cynthia? I think it was Cynthia that was getting emotional. And she's like, "Not right now, airplane." And I'm just like, "What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I look? What am I looking at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't know what is happening. It seems cultric. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Like, it seems like the cast or whatever's going on, it can't be the entire cast because I've seen the entire cast and it hasn't looked as bad as those two. So you can put as many theories up as you want to. I don't know what's going on. All these films where they have the dark magic and everything. I know it's not like a safe place to hit on, and a lot of people are not deeply religious and all that. But like, come on now, bro. This is like the 85th umpteenth weird thing that has happened with a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not a horror movie, like a magic movie, like a magic centric movie. But then I can't even say that because the Wiz, where it was Michael Jackson and it was it Whitney Houston? I think it was Whitney Houston. They were completely fine when they were doing all their presses and stuff. Because back then they didn't do a whole lot of press because press wasn't popular. But it was, I mean, they were fine. They were fine. And they were fine after the movie. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The Wizard of Oz, Charlie the Chocolate Factory, all these movies. Nothing like this has happened before. Now it's like it's just weird. It's just weird occurrence. Tell me what y'all think in the comments about this thing. Like just a little short little video here. I don't really understand what's going on between the two of them. I don't know if it's trauma bonding. I don't know if it's just Cynthia is Ariana's emotional support person and then reverse wise, but it just seems a little weird to me that their interviews are just like that, just out there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something that we don't know that's going on in the industry. There's something we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even seen the movies, but no one should have to like there shouldn't be that much crying during the make like going over the making process of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like some people will make very emotional movies and they'll bond with their characters and they'll showcase that. They'll say that. But I ain't seen people cry that much over a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't sit right. It doesn't sit right. And something is definitely going on. Especially the touchy feely part too. Like I don't know if they were just going through something during the whole movie and then they were both bonded together or something and that's what kept them from losing their minds or something during the filming. Like we know that these weird things do happen in the industry though. There's been a lot of weird things happening in the industry. We know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and then the man whose shirt I'm wearing, Kendrick Lamar, like it completely deviating from that, has said been some weird things going on in the industry on his diss track last year. You know what I'm saying? And that was random. Like I just completely pulled that out of nowhere. But it's like you gotta start to kind of just wonder like what is happening behind the scenes to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be fat one year and then some people come back, like celebrities come back all slim and everything, you know what I'm saying? And some of them be working out, but Ozempic has to be heavy in that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ariana and Cynthia were way like more nourished, you know, before that. And while I did say like they can eat themselves, that is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? What would cause you not to eat? Because these sets be having some weird rules. You know what I'm saying? Some movie sets have weird rules and stuff. Like you can't eat, you can't talk about this certain part of the movie in your interviews, you can't do this, you can't do that. Them contracts also could be soul contracts as well. Remember this. Don't forget about this. A lot of weird stuff going on, y'all.